Hi, I'm Helen and welcome to my channel. Welcome to day 2 of the 10 by 10 by 10 yoga challenge. 10 yoga classes in 10 days that are just 10 minutes a time, designed to help you squeeze it into your busy day. Today's class will be strengthen and lengthen. Some aspects of it may be a little challenging, but just keep going with it. Remember to breathe, smile and enjoy. We'll start in downward facing dog. So bring the hands about shoulder width apart, ground into the base of the knuckles, finger pads grip the floor, upper back is wide, shoulders are apart, tuck the toes and lift the sit bones to the sky. Start to pedal out the feet, just waking up the hamstrings. Really lengthen the spine, ears between the biceps, and just pedal the feet here. Core is engaged, belly is in. And then on an inhale, we're going to rock forward to plank. So you may want to adjust your feet a bit, because we'll do some plank waves. It's keeping the whole of the front body engaged. Exhale, seat comes back up to the sky. Inhale, moving from the core, come forward to plank. Protract the shoulder blades, front body is engaged. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. 3 more of these. Rock forward to plank. Inhale, back. Forward to plank. Keeping the legs active. Back to plank, downward dog. 1 more, forward to plank. Back to dog. And now we'll come forward to plank and hold this for 5 breaths. So really grounding into the hands, puffing up between the shoulder blades, belly's in, belly's active, legs are engaged. If this is too much, you can always bring the knees down, but try and hold this plank. It's only 5 breaths, it'll be over soon. It's such a good pose for strengthening the body. One more breath and exhale back to downward facing dog. Take a free breath here, pedal out the feet. Then inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, left foot steps up between the hands. Get it there any way you can. Left knee above left ankle. Back leg straight and strong. Use the strength of the core and we'll come up into a high lunge. So just bring the hands to the hips, bend this back knee so you're opening this right hip flexor here. You can keep the hands on the hips, so if you want a little bit more, lift the arms to the sky. On an inhale, we'll straighten both legs and exhale, descend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, descend. So find a fixed gazing point. This really helps. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, descend. 2 more. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, descend. 1 more. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, descend. Then bring the hands to the hips, straighten the legs, and we'll rotate round to the other side. So right knee above right ankle, bending to this front leg on the ball of the back foot, bend the left knee, opening this left hip flexor here. You can keep the hands on the waist. If you want more, arms come up. On an inhale, we'll straighten these legs. Exhale, descend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, descend. 3 more. Straighten. Descend. Up. Down. Last one. Up. Down. And then come back up. And face the side of the mat. So bring the heels inwards and the toes facing outwards. We'll come into some goddess squats. So bring the palms to the chest. Whoops. And as you exhale, you're going to sit down. So you want to make sure the knees are tracking over the toes. Then inhale, lift up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. One more. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Bring the palms to the chest. Turn the feet so they're facing directly ahead, maybe even slightly pigeon-toed. Take a wide stance, hands to the hips, descend the tailbone, lift out of the waist, and as you exhale, you're going to tip forward from the waist into this wide-legged forward fold. So hands can come down to the floor. Inhale, lengthen out of the waist, and exhale, descend further. So if your hands are on the floor, you can bring them underneath the shoulders, bending the elbows. Keep the legs active, engage the inner thighs, core brings you down. Keep your root lock, your Mula Bandha, your pelvic floor activated as this helps protect the hamstrings. Inner arches are active, and descend here. Then inhale, lengthen out of the waist. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, come up. So we'll do another version of that. That's Prasarita Padottanasana A. We'll do Prasarita Padottanasana D. So feet facing forward or slightly pigeon-toed. Descend that tailbone. Lengthen the waist. Fold forward out of the waist. And this time take the peace fingers and wrap them around each toe. The thumbs press into the fingers rather than the floor. Inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, descend. So have the elbows coming out at a right angle. Remember the legs are active here. Use the core to help pull the body deeper. Don't forget about your pelvic floor. Don't forget about the breath. Inhale, lift out of the waist. Exhale, hands to the waist. Inhale, all the way up. Shuffle the feet in. We'll come into the last pose, which is slightly challenging, but just go with it, do what you can, and give it a try. So you may need a block here. I'll mirror you. Just bring the feet hip width apart. Ground into all four corners of the feet. Lengthen out of the waist, then tip forward from the hips and come into a forward fold. So if the floor is a little bit further away for you than it's comfortable, you can use a block. Place the block underneath the right shoulder and place the hand firmly on the block. Ground into the right foot, spread the toes. So this is going to be your base. Activate the core. Use your root lock. Take your peace fingers of your left hand and place them around the left big toe. Now, see if you can lift this foot off of the floor. So this left foot is, the leg is hooking, the femur is coming into the pelvis. This might be your position, or maybe you can extend it out to the side. Hold here for 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release gently down. So it's quite a tough pose, as you've probably discovered. Just go with it. You may only lift the foot a couple of inches off the floor, and that's fine. Just do whatever you can do in line with your strength and your flexibility. So we do the second side. So Place the block underneath the left shoulder. Remember, if the floor is easy for you, you don't need the block. I'll just demonstrate it with the block. Ground down into the left foot. Left arm straight and strong. Suck this right leg into the hip socket, and then maybe extend it out to the side. 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Exhale. Release down. Wiggle out the legs. Bend the knees. Come all the way up. Maybe a few hip circles. So you may have felt a burning sensation in the hip joint. That's perfectly normal. I don't think it ever goes, no matter how many times you do this posture. Just keep doing what you can do, and the most important thing about yoga is to enjoy it. So I hope you enjoyed today's class, and I'll see you again tomorrow for day 3. Take care.